In Thailand, almost said Malaysia, who in Thailand got the next percents on and just breaking them in. I think it's always important to train specific. I've got a ultra marathon hat on as well, just trying this stuff out, seeing if it's going to be rubbed on my ears. You always want to try things in training first before you come race day. Today's video is about Zach Ritter, or Zach Bitter, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. And it's, again, it's not a hate video, it's just a comments and criticisms. This Zach guy claims to be, or actually, I'm not sure if he even claims to be, but people claim he is a keto runner. He's one of the best runners in the world. He's a keto runner, and he doesn't even use carbs. Well, so I did a bit of Googling, and I looked at a few race photos and interviews, and this Zach guy, he definitely eats carbohydrates, refined sugar, gels, honey cakes, Snickers bars, Coca-Cola, and all sorts of stuff, all right? So calling yourself, or calling someone low carb or keto when they're smashing in carbs, white rice, just carbs. Right, the definition of keto is no carbs. You don't do carbs. It's like saying I'm drug free. Means I don't do drugs. But let's say I turn up to a 24-hour mountain bike race and I'm doing a line of fucking Coke every fucking lap. Guys, don't do drugs, kids. I'm drug free. But come race day, that's just like it's like saying Lance Armstrong's clean. He only used drugs for races. What the fuck? How does that work, man? How does that work? How do you call yourself keto? Or people call him keto? How do people use the example of Zach Bitter, whatever his name is, as an example of a keto runner? Oh, okay, so this is low carb. Sorry, man. A glass of Coca-Cola or fucking Mountain Dew, full sugar, ain't fucking low carb, bro. There's no such thing as low carb, full sugar carb Coke. You can get Coke Zero for fucking wackos who drink fucking chemical, artificial, fake sugars, pseudo sugars, or you can have people who have real sugar. They're Kenyans. Can you imagine if there was prize money at a 100k race that Zach Ritter was there, and the Kenyans got wind of that? Let's say it was 50 grand or 100 grand up. The Kenyans would fill the top 20 spots. Zach would be out the back. So let's just assume. Let's go into fantasy world. Let's say that Zach does keto and low carb in training, and then come racing, he just magically runs really fast. That's not how it works. You have to train specific. I can't wear no hat and then put a hat on and just get my scalp or backs of my ears or back of my neck to not get chafed. You have to train specific, right? Same with shoes. I can't just put on a brand new pair of shoes and expect the skin and my foot strike to automatically adjust for maximum performance. I'm going to get blisters potentially, or my stride, I'm going to be like, whoa, like these shoes have got more stack height, they've got more spring, they've got more cushion. You have to adapt to that. Because yeah, but you get fat adapted and you can run on no carbs. Well, if that's true, if fat adaptation actually exists, then why does Zach and all those other low carb cyclists and runners out there, keto gang, use carbs in races? Oh, they don't, Harley. Yes, they fucking do. Wake up, stop being a little fairy tale boy and girl. It's like those people who believe in breatharians. Remember that lady Yash Machine on 60 Minutes who claimed to be breatharian? And people are like, well, actually, we got footage of you actually eating food. That's not me. They screen the footage, it is you. I wasn't eating it, I was just like experiencing the essence so I could relate to people better. Okay, sure, yeah, right. But the people out there who are dumb and they believe shit. They want to believe I can eat bacon and eggs and become this whipjack runner and just be killing it. Nah, bro, sorry, ain't gonna happen. It's like the teenage boys on YouTube who give me crap for giving Athlete X fake natty crap. You're never gonna get those results unless you're also taking anabolic steroids. It's just how it is. It's just how it is, guys. And you can disagree with me and waste all the money and get fucking ganked and scammed for the rest of your life, and that's fine, that's your life, you do that, but don't say I'm wrong, because I'm fucking right. And you don't have to agree with me, but you're still wrong, and you're still getting scammed, and you're still believing in fairy tales, and you're still getting suckered, and you're still spending money on programs that don't work for the results they claim to do. You can't get steroid results, natty. You can't get EPO results without EPO. It's just how it works, mate. You still got to train and stuff like that, for sure. But unless you're taking the drugs, it ain't going to work. But anyway, we digress. So let's just say that, let's say I wanted to do low carb. Fucking why would you want to? Let's say I wanted to kill my performance, my mood, my thyroid, my sex drive, my T levels by doing low carb. Let's say I wanted to become anemic by doing low carb. Let's just say I want to do that. So I'm doing low carb. And I can only run at 5 minute per K pace because I'm in ketosis, and it's like legs feel heavy, you feel shit. And then magically I'm going to eat carbohydrates on race day and all of a sudden do my 3 minute K pace or 3:30 K pace. What? How does that work? It doesn't work. You have to train at the pace you want to race at. So your legs have the adaptive, the neuromuscular facilitation, so you can have the leg turnover. If you're running at 5 minute K pace, that's not going to make you a good 4 minute K pace runner. You have to train at the pace you want to race at by doing intervals and splits. Otherwise, your legs are going to get cooked up. You're going to get turned to mush. Go and run, 10 Ks on the flat versus 10 Ks downhill. Huh? You hear what I'm saying? If you're doing a lot of downhill races, you need to be able to race downhill. You can't train on the flat. You have to do downhill. There's people you got to train specific. So you can't magically become anemic from low carb and then cure that anemia from 1 meal of carbohydrates. It doesn't work. You do become anemic on low carb. That's number one. Why is that? Because your red blood cells don't have the sufficient simple sugars. They don't have the simple sugars to fuel themselves. Red blood cells run on sugar, glucose specifically. And so a diet high in glucose, aka the Kenyan diet, rice, corn, bananas, sugar, refined sugar, the Kenyans love it. That's what helps them. Obviously there's doping and training and all sorts of stuff, but if you don't have the nutrition's the biggest part. You can take all the drugs in the world and they ain't gonna really work unless you've got the carbohydrates in the cell. Same with steroids, that's how they work. They help hold more glycogen in the muscle and more protein synthesis. So if you're doing the steroids but not the carbs, you're not gonna have the strength, the full strength. So this is how it works. But yeah, people use Ritter. It's like, please find me a real example. Someone down below, name me one example of a low carb keto runner. All right? Drinking, and there's the other guy, it was Timothy Olsen, remember him? They did this thing on Munchie's Vice. That dude ain't low carb, man. He's eating fucking rice. White rice isn't low carb, all right? White rice, Mountain Dew, fucking Oreos isn't fucking keto low carb, man. Jam sandwiches isn't fucking keto low carb. We live in such a dumb world, man. We live in such a dumb world, man. Oh, it's like, people have debates over the flat earth. Okay, if the earth is flat, show me the edge of the earth. Oh, you can't go there, it's Area 51 code, and it's like, it's top secret. Don't talk about it, Ritter. Where's the edge of the earth? Here we go, we've got some kids here. They're riding to the edge of the earth right now. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. These kids just came from the edge of the flat earth, right? Low carb keto. Oh man, it's just like, seriously. If you believe in the flat earth, great, show me the edge of the flat earth. If you believe in low carb keto, great, not great, show me the keto athlete out there. Tell them to come and race Ritter. We had that, is it Pete Jacobs or Paul Jacobs, the Ironman dude? He said, I'll race you. I said, okay, come here in Thailand. Then he just ghosted me. He's like, oh no, I'm busy. It's like, you're in Thailand all the time, bro. Come race me. A pro Ironman athlete refused to race Weekend Warrior Ritter 50 grand cash. We have to test all the hemoglobins and the ketosis beforehand, no sneaking carbs. And if he beats me, 50 grand. A mountain, uphill, time trial mountain. Endurance race, all right? Not a 10-minute race, endurance race, where carbs really, really matter most. Oh man, but these frauds out there. So please link me down below, one keto athlete, keto runner. Tell them they're doing Ritter challenge, Let's do a race up Doi Intanon or Penang Hill, Malaysia 5 times in a row. And you guys can't eat. You can have coconut oil and bacon, and I can have my sugar. And then we'll see who wins. Yeah, me. $50,000 on the table. Let's do it. Come on, where's the low carb, where's the keto crew? Serious, 50 grand, I've got 50 grand. Let's do it, man. I'd love to make 50 grand off some keto low carb fraud. So all the keto low carb frauds out there who say that they're keto low carb, they come race Ritter. 50 grand, 5 laps of Penang Hill, it's only like a 30-minute climb, or we do 5 laps of Doi Intanon in Thailand. Your call, your choice. The only conditions are the 3 or 4 days beforehand, you have 24-hour surveillance, so you're not sneaking any carbohydrates. And there's a motorbike following each of us on the race, so we're not doing any shortcuts. Actually, you can't do shortcuts in Doi Intanon, you can't do shortcuts on Penang Hill. But there's motorbikes following us both, so the low carb person can't sneak any carbohydrates, which is what they do. But actually, they don't even sneak it. They fucking openly do it at race. People are so dumb in the low carb world because they got brain fog from not enough carbohydrates, they'll believe anything. It's just incredible. And what's with all the fake natties, steroid musclehead dudes doing low carb keto stuff? That's easy money. If you believe in low carb, it's because you're dumb. You got low IQ. So you'll believe in the fake natties who sell you shit. Simple as that. Don't get scammed. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you appreciate honesty and integrity and no bullshit, give it a thumbs up. If you don't care about that, give it a thumbs down. We'll see you on the road. Always train specific. Test your nutrition, test your equipment, test your speed, test cadence, test everything before race day. No surprises, no failures. Get it done. Thanks.